Hi, it's Michelle here, and I'm inviting you to wake up and live. I am here on Friday, Family Friday, with my daughter,
Cheyenne.
and she's going to talk with us today. So tell me, Cheyenne, first of all, how old are you?
I am 14 until next month.
Da, da, da. Okay. They just keep getting older. Okay, so Cheyenne, what would you like to talk to us today about?
Words. Words
Word.
that I do not use and words that I choose to use.
So words that she chooses to eliminate from her vocabulary and words that she chooses to use. Why would you care what words you're using?
Because some words are empowering and some let you down and make things harder.
Oh, that's sad. I don't like it when things let me down.
And some hurt other people's feelings.
Some do hurt other people's feelings. Okay, so what is one word that you have eliminated from your vocabulary?
Have, as in like you have to do something.
Why would you eliminate that word?
Because you never actually have to do something. You can choose to do it or you can choose not to. You don't have to.
Yeah, but what if you don't do what you're supposed to? Supposed to is not the best empowered word either. It's kind of the same. But what if your mom tells you you have to do something?
I do it. I choose to do it because she's my mom and I love her.
But it's weird. Okay, sorry. Distraction.
Distraction or distraction?
So, okay, so have to.
Yeah.
The truth is, even if you have somebody holding a gun to your head, you still have a choice. You get the consequences. If you choose to refuse to what they say to do, you could get shot. Consequence
To everything.
So you really always do have a choice, and have to kind of feels disempowering. Whereas if you choose to do something, that's empowering. So what's another word? What was the other word we were talking?
Should. I don't use should.
Why don't you use should?
I don't know. I just don't like the word. It's like you can choose to do something, but saying should is like
disempowering.
It's like have to. It's like telling you to do something that you don't have a choice, and I don't like it.
Do you know, have you ever heard somebody say we should get together sometime? Does it sound like they even want to get together with you?
No.
It's like you just say that to try to kind of please things, but you're not actually choosing to get together. So wouldn't it be more exciting to say, hey, when can we get together? And then it feels like the person actually wants to see you. So that's one way where should just is kind of silly. And when you tell yourself, I should go do this or I should go do that, you are kind of putting, it's almost that same energy of have to, that you're putting this on yourself. And whenever you do that, there's a part of you that just doesn't want to. It kind of makes people tired. And so we can say could, we can choose to, get to is fun. I get to go do that. So do you have another one?
Yes. Can't. When people say I can't do something, it's just like, really? Because they can. They just don't want to. Or they don't think they're capable of it.
Sometimes it's a capability. Sometimes it's that I don't have enough information. But how much more powerful to say that you're lacking information than to say I can't. A lot of times I can't go out with so-and-so, or I can't talk to so-and-so. It's really that it's not about that you can't, it's that you don't want to. And the world would feel a lot happier about it. Sure, it might hurt a feeling or two, but we'd much rather hear you actually acknowledge that you don't want to do something versus that you can't do something.
Yeah.
So do you have any more? Probably. I have one. I have
You
one.
do?
Okay, so I like to replace the word challenge.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I just said that thought.
So challenge, if you actually reframe it and call it an adventure.
I love adventures.
That sounds like something fun and exciting. It's like getting things to do, you know.
Like something you're afraid to do. You can make it an adventure. Make it more fun.
Yeah, so my friend and I, we when we are struggling with parenting, we will talk about the adventure we're having, the parenting adventure, because it sounds so much more exciting.
So much easier.
It does sound easier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that's one of the ways. Basically, what we're asking you to do today is kind of evaluate what you're saying and ask yourself if there is another way to say it that would feel more powerful, give you more choices, and be more fun. So I want you to consider those kind of things. Oh, let's talk about want and need.
Yes. Yes. You talk about those.
Okay, so want and need are really good to help us get started on building our dreams and creating what we're looking for. But want and need,
not a permanent thing.
Yeah, they're not a permanent thing. That's something to get you going, to get you in at least focused, to give you a vision. And once you have the vision, then it's like you don't want to say it anymore. But if you do choose to say need, you get to put a disclaimer on there. I need water in order to be hydrated. So you have that little disclaimer. Or you can just say, I have water.
You have a little bit of water?
I actually have plenty of water. I just have to go get it from somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I've talked about this before, that if you need something or want something, then you create this gap. Here you are needing and wanting, and here's what you want. And you will never have it if you need it and want it because you don't already have it. So that's where you can switch that around and just decide that you already have it, what you're looking for. Is there anything else you would like to share before we go?
Yeah, the insults thing.
Oh, she wants to talk about insults.
So my friend is always calling herself ugly, which I think is a bad word. I don't like that word. Because ugly, no one is ugly. Nothing is ugly. I mean, things like cockroaches are not ugly. Gross. They're gross.
Some people like them.
I know, but I don't.
Okay, so anyway.
So I think that ugly, why was it created? Just, no one's ugly. Nothing's ugly. Everything's beautiful. Especially my friend. She's gorgeous. But I think it's not a kind word. It just makes things harder. It's like putting people down, and it's not nice.
So basically, what I'm hearing is focus on the positive things, focus on the things that you're wanting. What you focus on increases. So if you are constantly looking for ugly or other negative words, that's what you're going to see, and that's what you're going to find, and that's not very exciting. It's not fun. It doesn't bring joy. It doesn't bring peace. But if you focus on looking for all the beauty that exists in everything and everyone, you will see it because it exists. Truly,
look for the silver lining.
It exists somewhere. It may only be really small in some people, and that's just because they've covered themselves up with so many sad things.
It can be really hard to find sometimes.
But it's there. It is there, and there is beauty in every situation, even the really hard ones. And I think that's what Cheyenne's kind of wanting you to do, is look for the positive things. Look for the beauty in the world. Look for the joy in the world. Look for positive things. Okay, so I think we've pretty much covered what we wanted to cover, right?
Yeah. Don't use insults.
Okay, so like our video and
share, pushing buttons somewhere, depending on device.
And you were about to poke me in the head.
I made sure not to.
Subscribe. My face might be over here on my face. Maybe I'll see if I can move it to the middle of us. So subscribe and hit the little bell.
The dingy bell.
So you can get notifications. And one more.
Notifications on our amazing videos.
Comment, talk to us. Cheyenne will even come back and respond if you talk to us. And yes, you will, because I'll tell you that somebody mentioned you, and then you'll come back to respond.
Yes, I will.
So thank you so much for joining us. Remember to let your soul shine bright and be really careful and conscious about the words that you choose to use, and look for the good in everything. And we will see you another time. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a great Friday. Smile.
I am.